This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. Come on in, make yourself at home. If you're a current subscriber, you know the routine. Come on in. You know your way around. Just playing a little game of chess with my son, trying to keep us mentally both on top of our games. But as I mentioned before, I'm one of these crazy movie collectors. Not only do I collect the movies, I actually watch them too. So I just want to go over what I've been watching for the week, either physical media or streaming online. To kick it off, I just watched this movie yesterday, I guess in a Halloween horror kind of mood, since it is October. First picture I'm selecting is Eyes of My Mother. It's a very well done, low budget picture. It's very slow, which I think with all the Blockbuster Marvel kind of pictures coming at you, it's good to have kind of a slow moving movie kind of slow you down a little bit, change your pace and your mental and visual diet. It's a mad creepy film. It's all in black and white. There's no soundtrack. There's one song in Portuguese that periodically plays, a really creepy song. The movie really makes you think, what the hell is this crazy chick gonna do next? And very odd, offbeat film. Each atrocity kind of builds on the prior atrocity. So if you definitely get the opportunity, it's a Dollar Tree pickup. Check out Eyes of My Mother. Next, we have The Longest Week with Jason Bateman, excuse me. If you like deadpan humor, and when I refer to deadpan humor, is that dry kind of humor you saw on Airplane or The Naked Gun or even Arrested Development. I think some of the kings of deadpan humor is that dry, no facial expression, or when they do make a facial expression, it's very odd. People like Phil Hartman, Dan Aykroyd, and even Christopher Walken to a certain extent. Jason Bateman embodies that deadpan humor, and The Longest Weekend, pretty much what most of the stuff he does. The premise behind this, Jason Bateman is this privileged adult really, that gets cut off from his parents, and he has to fend for himself. And he just delivers these really odd one-liners. For example, he and his friend are going out to a dinner, and his friend walks up next to him and is like, "Are you wearing perfume?" And his friend's like, "No, it's a unisex cologne." And he's like, "Oh, you intentionally want to smell sexually ambiguous." It's just that kind of weird, offbeat humor. If you like that kind of humor, you'll like The Longest Week. Week is a Dollar Tree pickup, and I guess all three of these are Dollar Tree pickups. The next one is Awoken. This is a low-budget horror film about sleep deprivation, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. But the majority of it takes place in one room, this observatory type of setting for the sleep deprived. Very creepy. It's not going to scare you like The Exorcist, but for a low budget film at Dollar Tree, it's definitely worth the pickup if you find it. Awoken. Lastly, we have the controversial Netflix special, Dave Chappelle's The Closer. Personally, I think Dave Chappelle is a comical genius, standing on the shoulders of people such as Paul Mooney, Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, George Carlin. He is a great orator, which is an art in itself. I respect people who can actually get in front of people and with no notes just go on for 30 minutes to an hour and engage an audience like that. Very few people can do that. Dave Chappelle is definitely one of them. If you like controversial but tasteful humor, tasteful I guess is a relative term, I think you'll like Netflix, Dave Chappelle, The Closer. I wanted to get in more personal observations, but I don't think it's that type of channel. So get the opportunity, watch Dave Chappelle's The Closer. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. I've been out here probably a month and a half, too. Didn't plan on going here, but I figure it's on the way of where I planned on going, so just pop in here and see if they picked up any new items. Let's see. Good, how are you? Looking at the movies. Thanks. Appreciate it. Been out here this year. It's been kind of a crazy 2021. This is the Temple Terrace area. I love that urban cuisine. Urban cuisine. Looks like a trailer. Anywho, we're out on East Bush Boulevard in Temple Terrace. Cash America. I don't know if you can see with that glare. Cash America. Let's see what they got. I don't know if you can tell right over there, that's where Busch Gardens is. Another pawn shop I haven't been to, I don't think this year. Last time they had a lot of movies, but nothing that I really needed. Let's see if anything's changed since last year. Jackpot. Blu-rays, DVDs, out of print, $1. Let's go back to the Black Cave. Here we are back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the Black Cave. Let me get the movies I picked up at Cash America scanned in. I'll also go over what I picked up on eBay and Amazon. Give me a second and we'll get into this in just a minute. I'm going to start this off with a 3D movie, change it up a little bit. I saw this originally on HBO Max, had it on the big screen in my garage. Very fun movie, a lot of action. Godzilla vs. Kong 3D. Just watched it last night in 3D. Brilliant picture. I can't imagine 4K being too much better than it was than it was on 3D. Fun movie, Godzilla vs. Kong. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. If you have a 3D player, definitely recommend getting on 3D. Godzilla vs. Kong. The next one, I had like a little 16-minute short of the Two Treacherous Karens. This is Monster. I'm not a big Charlize Theron fan. I think she's kind of a weird-ass bitch. I think Sean Penn probably would agree to a certain extent. Christina Ricci, former klepto. But together, this is a fantastic movie. Actually based on a real-life event. This mass murderess, played by Charlize Theron, probably in my opinion one of her best acting gigs. Again, not a big fan of hers, but I'll give props where props are due. Monster, and this is a first studios release, and with Kong, that was Warner Brothers, of course. So Monster. Keeping on the Warner Brothers theme, this is the original Village of the Damned. This was redone with Christopher Reeves before he actually had his accident. Beware the steel that will paralyze the will of the world. Classic 3D movie. It's a classic horror movie. It's actually in black and white. Village of the Damned, and I believe we got this off of eBay auction, maybe. I don't know, but got a really good price for it. Village of the Damned, Warner Brothers. Another Warner Brothers pick. Been looking at this for a while. Couldn't really get a low price. Might have paid $13-14 for this. Brendan Fraser, Alicia Silverstone, Blast from the Past. This is, if you haven't seen this, not to give too much of a spoiler, Brendan Fraser is raised in a fallout shelter. And you have Christopher Walken also in there. Very fun movie. This is probably when Brendan Fraser was at the height of his career. I don't know if it was before or after the Mummy movies, but this is when you used to see Brendan Fraser in a movie almost every year. Blast from the Past. And lastly, for my eBay and Amazon pickups, the Once Upon a Time Region B trilogy, Once Upon a Time in China. And actually, I didn't realize it's a quadrilogy because I had the DVD version. But they have Once Upon a Time in China. Then they have Once Upon a Time in China and America, which I didn't know existed. I know that's a newer movie. Once Upon a China 3. Once Upon a China. And Once Upon a China 2. I believe it's based on a, I don't want to say a legend, it's a historical event. And forgive me, I'm not more educated on this because it's been a while since I've seen this. Starring Jet Li, the real-life Cantonese folk hero. Okay, Wong Fei Hung, a physical embodiment of traditional Chinese values and moral incorruptibility. The Once Upon a Time China series is a martial arts epic that charts China's transition into the modern world as it gradually abandons its old traditions and begins to accept the inevitable encroach of Western culture. So, very cool movie. Haven't seen this in a while. I have more movies in time, so can't wait to watch this quadrilogy, Once Upon a Time in China. And these are my eBay, Amazon pickups with my 3D pick up the week. And give me a second and I'll show you what I picked up at Cash America. I got some bangers. Hold on. I'm really not sure how he added this up. He charged me $10 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies. So sometimes it's best just to shut the fuck up and take the deal. So I'm not sure how he divided it up though, but I'll take $10 for the picks I got. I'm gonna kick it off with the DVDs, Chocolat, from the director of Bak and The Protector. And that's Tony Jaa, I believe. That's Tony Jaa. Excellent movies. I've seen previews of this. It looks dope as hell. It's a Magna release. I guess it's a special needs girl who watches martial arts films, and she's kind of some martial arts savant. I'm not sure if this comes in Blu-ray or not, but for less, maybe I think maybe $1.10, I'll definitely take it. Happy to add this to the collection. Chocolat. Love this movie. Haven't seen this in a minute. I believe there's a Blu-ray version of this. Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, the late Corey Haim, License to Drive. And this is an Anchor Bay release. Really fun movie. I think this kind of embodies 80s movies, especially when you got the two Corys there, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, License to Drive. Next one, I've seen this before. I've seen the title. I've never not actually seen the movie. It's one of those spoof movies that's spoofing, I guess, the Spartan movies. You've seen it, Not Another Teen Movie, the Scary Movie movies. So it's on that level of comedy, that kind of silly ass comedy. Meet the Spartans. And this is a 20th Century Fox release. This Carmen Electra, probably the last halfway big movie she was in, Meet the Spartans. Next one, it's an old school movie. I haven't seen this, but again, I've seen the title plenty of times. Gina Davis, when she was at the height of her career. Matthew Modine. I'm not sure if he ever had a really hype in his career. He's kind of floated along. Lionsgate released. I think this is kind of playing on the Pirates of the Caribbean. I think this might have come first, so I'm not positive. Cutthroat Island, one of those swashbuckling pirate movies with the damsel in distress or the alpha female. Cutthroat Island. Next we got my man Nicolas Cage with Famke, the very sexy Famke Janssen, Kevin Durant, Monica Garrett, and Michael Imperioli. That sounds familiar. Primal, I'm assuming he's hunting something, and if it's Nicolas Cage, you can imagine he's going to be a little off the chain. That's just his MO. Primal, and I have to check to see if this code works. Lionsgate release Primal. Next, I have the original Hellboys. I heard mixed reviews about the remake of Hellboy. It's a Lionsgate release. I like the original, so I'm not sure how this compare to the original. Have another code, see if that works. I have the DVD and the Blu-ray. Beautiful artwork on the disc. Lionsgate, the remake of Hellboy. And lastly, I was actually looking for this online. I had this in my eBay basket as well as my Hamilton book. I think in Hamilton book it was maybe $6. And I think on eBay like $6 or $7 also. Can't beat this with the slipcover. I was just kind of raving about Asian television shows on Netflix and some of the movies. I think this might be along the same lines. Fury, hard-hitting, intense, jaw-dropping. Matter of fact, yeah. I have Master G Fury, Looking at Shadows in my Amazon cart. Triple threat, I want to get that also. I have Iceman, Rampet, Haunted Hospital, that looks pretty good. I haven't seen those still. But this is Fury. And these are my pickups for the week. Give me a minute, let me separate these from the plastic and the artwork, put them where they belong, and get you guys on your merry way. Hold on. I have these scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C as in Charlie, L as in Lima, Z as in Zebra. And let's knock this out. Okay, I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. If you've made it this far in the video, you might as well hit the subscribe button. Like, share, subscribe. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Almost there, if nothing else. Give me the big thumbs up. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Peace.